Grant, time to go to the boat. Let the record be known, I am ready to go do work on the boat, and let's see what Grant's doing. Not up working. Daylight savings kind of got the best of us. Good morning.
You woke me up.
This is Grant, and I'm Noelle, and here's Ember and Ash, and you found our channel. We bought a 1980 Downeaster cutter that had been neglected for a decade, sailed her up from Long Beach to our home port on the Central Coast, and now we are prepping her for blue water cruising. Follow along as we document our journey, the ups, the downs, and even the bloopers. Thanks for joining! Time is of the essence, so they say, and nothing has been more true than during this haul out. Everything needs to be timed. When we fiberglass and complete those repairs will determine when we can finish up sanding, which then determines when we can paint. We're coming up on 1 month in the boatyard. After 1 month, the boatyard fees nearly double, so we are certainly feeling the pressure. But besides that, we've gotten to know our boatyard neighbors, the dogs have found their favorite stretch of coast here to run, and I've gotten used to having shards of fiberglass in our bed. Well, not really, but that has certainly been a thing, and no fault but mine. If you would have asked me 5 years ago, when I met Grant, if we would be suited up in Tyvek suits, our foreheads accidentally bumping into each other while sanding the hole, I probably would have said, yeah, that does sound like us. And this week, it was us indeed. We put all our energy into sanding, which left very little energy for the rest of the projects this week. Do you look like I do, Grant? Look at my face.
Not nearly as bad as you.
That's not as bad. But hey, we got half the boat sanded. We are going to lift our 325-pound engine. And wish us luck.
I'm going to pull the engine to get the prop shaft out. Decide if the prop shaft is bent. My goal here is to pull the engine up hopefully about 18 inches. And then I can get the shaft out. I also have a new packing gland that should be in the mail here pretty soon. So that'll go on. I'll take a look at the coupler and decide if it needs replacing or if it can be just cleaned up and serviced. Opening up a can of worms for sure. Seems to be a part of boat work. I'm going to remove the stairs. I have a big pry bar. I'm going to go across the companionway. Quick anchor here. I've got some pulleys that I've used for highlining. The engine's like just shy, I think it's 356 pounds plus the oil. We'll call it 400 pounds after everything. It's going to be an easy lift. 4 bolts, I've already removed 2. Hoist it up where it is. It will come forward just a little bit, I think, and tie it off. It's got 2 lifting points here and 1 in the back there. Motor mounts, which we were going to do in alignment anyways. In the front here, I got those nuts off. In the back, I've got an extension for my driver, so I'll be able to do that. I think I'm going to see if I can lift the motor, the engine, and just let it shift a little bit to the port side and clear the raw water strainer, because I don't want to have to try to chase unbolting that. Plus, all we got to do is go up just a few inches, pull the shaft out, and then assess from there if we want to go back down. And I'll just go nice and slow and check that nothing's stuck. Inch-and-a-quarter mil spec. It's more than 4,000 pounds, but I couldn't tell you what it is. Water knots. Reduces some strength. Once again, 400 pounds. Well, I think I'll go 4-to-1 because I normally have a brake. I don't know where my brake is. It's somewhere on the boat. I'll have to use the pressing to tie this off. Fixed side is on the fixed pulley, so that's 4-to-1. Here's 1-to-1, 2-to-1. Change of direction, 4-to-1. Change of direction here. To increase my throw, this up to the master point here effectively takes all that length out. So now I can close the pulleys to there. And this is right hand reed, doesn't matter. It's gonna work. Looking at that, that looks like a good 18 inches. And my 15/16 long extensions, I had to adapt because I don't have long extensions in 1/2 inch, only 3/8. It's not a big deal because these bolts don't really have a ton of tension on them. Got some paint on the threads, maybe a little corrosion, I don't know. So, it's hard to see. That guy, and there's one over here. And then we'll do a little check. I'll try to get this pulled. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, lift off. Wow. Jesus. Yeah, I need this like gone. Why is it so heavy? Okay.
Here. So nurse that up for me. I got this. I have this.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Go ahead and do the brake.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Alright, go ahead.
I can't, like, that's it. Are you for real? I thought you said this was easy to lift.
Well, it's only 4-to-1.
Yeah, I either need to go get my gloves or we gotta do something because I can't even.
Okay, go ahead, go get your gloves. What you can do, hon, is you can tie a knot in this just off the floor and put your foot into it.
Yeah.
And step into it.
Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe I should do the lifting.
Let me try. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's lifting my body up when I stand on it.
No, you can't with this. Which means you're exceeding your body weight.
Yeah, so maybe you should lift.
Okay, let go. I go undo the 2 bolts or the 2 nuts on the shaft and then push it forwards and hopefully you'll be able to pull it out.
Okay.
Should have had like a scraper you could
Here's the prop shaft. It's coming out. Engine's lifted. We got a whole bunch of junk underneath the engine.
Alright, slide it out.
Okay.
You're gonna have to lift it up just a little bit. Up and then forward.
Oh, yeah, it's coming. Oh, yay.
Here we are.
So what was that, like an hour to lift the engine and get it out? Or 2?
Sure.
Maybe 3?
You know what I think had the wobble was the coupling. I think the shaft is straight. I mean, this is a very crude test, but and this isn't that smooth, but
it looks pretty straight.
it's called a pencil zinc.
There's 2 nuts.
Huh? So this. So I replaced that zinc in May. There's still plenty of zinc, but there you go. Okay, I've got my epoxy in here. Time's a cooking. All right, I see epoxy. So let's see, if I go in here, I hope to see it come out here and there.
Time is of the essence, and with sailing, it's particularly true. You are sometimes in a race against the elements, as they rage on with or without you. So it's fitting that almost exactly 1 year before we hope to take off for cruising, we are racing against time. Time not wanting or being able to afford in the boatyard. Time that we don't always have with 2 full-time day jobs. But the one thing that Grant and I are confident on is our fit of optimism. The timing and hard work in each little project changes, and that's just boat work. But it's our vision that stays the same. What next year holds that keeps us going. Makes each hour of labor worth it.
Honey, which way are you pushing?
Left.
It's upside down.
Oh. You should have told me that.
You're gonna be pulling that towards you.
Okay. Oh, much easier.
Did it come out?
Mm-hmm. Lots of stuff's coming out.
Like water?
Oh.
I mean, you can grab the pulleys and stuff.
Remember that time we climbed around our coffee table as a game? Here, can I get a shoulder?
It's the only green hose up there.
Yeah, just a standard.
There's one right there.
Is like bilge water gonna come out on me?
No.
Are you sure?